Hey, what's up everyone, Milkshake here. In today's review, we'll be looking at Richelieu, who is only currently available in the Skybound Oratorio event as well as its current rerun.
リシュリュー級戦艦のネームシップ、リシュリューです。還暦では数奇な運命を経て、祖国の聖水を見届けてきました。今度こそ、大切なものを守り抜きたいと願っています。この艦隊と共に、自由と平和を求めて。
Richelieu is a super rare battleship from Iris Libre. She is of the Richelieu class and her sisters include Gascon and Jean Bart. She is voiced by Marina Inoue, who voiced many other characters such as Alicia from Honkai Impacted, Mai Zenin from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Palas from Arc Knights. In Azur Lane, she also voiced Jean Bart, which is really cool to have the same voice actress voicing these two sister ships. Okay, so let's talk about Richelieu's design. She is hands down the best baguette ship in the game. What sold me on this character is her beach skin. It's really good, like it's live 2D, she shows her assets, she has a cute chibi art, and has one animation that I think is kinda off character, but it somehow works. I think what the designers did really well was to capture her majestic look considering she is the lead ship of her class. They also managed to blend the religious or holy side to her with a sense of power. I mean, just look at those massive turrets with the white armor around it, it's so freaking cool. I also think her sense of power is also captured by making her look slightly down on you. Sure, it may seem like a very trivial detail, but I think this really makes a lot of difference, at least to me. Okay, so her default outfit is pretty solid. It's not too flashy, but I do like the choice of color, which is clearly based on the French flag. Another thing I like about her design is the choice of making her have a short skirt in the front and having a long train at the back. Making the tip of her train made of this furry material gives her this high class status. This overall dress design also allows her leggings to be seen, and red is such a loud color and I love it. Alright, let's talk about references. Her name is based on Armand Jean de Plessis, the Cardinal of Richelieu. He was a bishop as well as the French Foreign Secretary and founder of the Académie Française. This is also the same Richelieu depicted in Alexandre's Dumas' The Three Musketeers as a villain in this story. Her whole holy motif is based on three fronts, which is what Iris Libre in Azur Lane is based on. Their logo had the Cross of Lorraine, which symbolizes the perseverance of Joan of Arc, the patron saint of France. Due to its huge historical significance, it also became a symbol of French patriotism. Additionally, it was used as a symbol in response to the German swastika in World War II. You can actually see the cross on the flag that Richelieu is holding. She has a voice line when paired with Saratoga in the same fleet. This is because both of them were deployed as part of the Allied Task Force during the invasion of New Guinea. They were also together during the attack on Surabaya in Java.
また共に戦えるのですね。
She also has a voice line with Jean Bart when paired in the same fleet. After the war, they only sailed together once. Even though both of them were on opposing sides during the war, they are still sisters. This is probably why Richelieu yearns to spend more time with Jean Bart.
思うがままに戦いましょう。背中は私が守ります。
Alright, let's talk about Richelieu's skills. Her first skill is called the Iris' Flag Bearer. When slotted as the flagship, increases all Iris Libre and Vigia Dominion ships' firepower, torpedo, accuracy, and reload stats by 15%. All Iris Libre ships deal 6% more damage, and all Vigia Dominion ships receive 6% less damage. This is a really good skill because it doesn't limit you to using Iris Libre or Vigia Dominion ships. Firepower, torpedo, accuracy, and reload are really important stats, and buffing it by 15% at max level is really good. What's even better is that these buffs also applies to her even if she's the only one in the fleet. Her next skill is called the Iris' Holy Flame. When firing her main gun, 75% chance to fire a special barrage. The barrage has a 70% chance to inflict a special burn, which reduces firepower, torpedo, and aviation stats by 5% for burning enemies. The burn lasts for 30 seconds. Okay, aesthetically, I love this barrage because it fires these triangular projectiles that have the color of the French flag, which is really fitting for her. What's even better is that these shells are high explosive and have pretty good damage overall. The special burn debuff is pretty good, like it stacks with the normal burn damage and slightly reduces the damage output of enemies. Even though the damage of the special burn is rather low, it is a rather nice bonus to have. Her last skill is the Iris' Vindication. The first manually aimed volley of each battle is guaranteed to critically hit. When equipped with a high explosive gun, increases main gun damage dealt by 12%. Okay, this is such a good skill because it guarantees a crit. You can also save this guaranteed crit for bosses since she has a preloaded gun. Furthermore, high explosive itself is just generally really good, and the fact that she can receive a bonus of 12% just by having any high explosive gun is fantastic because it doesn't limit your choice of guns to get this buff. Alright, let's talk about her skins. Okay, I'm gonna skip the beach skin because I already talked about it earlier, so let's move on to her last skin so far, called the Evergreen Prophecy. I love this outfit so much because it blends the European style neckline with the Japanese kimono. The best part is that it doesn't look out of place, and that's so freaking cool. I also do find her in a ponytail really pretty. Okay, so one of my thoughts about Richelieu. She is a definitely must-have for anyone because she is basically the Nagato of the French fleet. Even though she would benefit the most from being in the French fleet, she can still receive the buffs for herself, which makes her a rather universal character. She currently has the 4th highest firepower stat with 160% efficiency of her main gun at max level. Her health and reload stats are also on the higher side of the spectrum. These stats complement the buffs she gives as well as her amazing passive talents that buff her damage output. I also feel that she is definitely a beast of a unit and a character people should aim for when summoning in the event. She is also pretty waifu material for me, and the only thing lacking as of today is an oath skin, which I really need considering how I'm still contemplating which ship to oath with my 7 rings in storage. Okay, let's talk about her gear. I think this is really straightforward. For main guns, you cannot go wrong with the Mark 6. It's also high explosive, which along with her own buffs makes this weapon really good. If you want fast reload to activate her barrage more, an accessible option is the twin 410mm, and the fastest reload will be the twin 381mm, though at the cost of lower firepower. If you want a middle ground, the twin 406mm can be a possible option. Personally, I think Richelieu has a pretty decent reload stat, so might as well use the Mark 6 to make full use of a high damage output. For secondary guns, I personally prefer using AP. This is because AP have higher shell velocities than high explosive, making them suitable for clearing those annoying suicide boats. For DD guns, you can use the Twin 128 or its golden variant from Gear Lab, though the downside of these two are their smaller spread, but their faster reload does make up for it. On the other hand, CL guns such as the Twin 152 has bigger spread but slower reload. As for more damage, you can use the triple 152mm. In summary, it really depends on your resources or your personal preference to determine which gun will be the best for you. Alright, so here are all my thoughts about Richelieu. What do you guys think? Do let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do leave a like if you guys did, subscribe for more awesome content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.